Annie, and I'm here with Lewis from StartTech, one of our incredible partners. We're here today at Pax8 Beyond EMEA in Amsterdam, and I'm going to be asking for Lewis's thoughts and insights around one of the most pressing topics in cybersecurity today, human risk management. So let's start. Thank you, Lewis, for being here today.
Yeah, no problem.
It'd be great to hear a little bit about yourself and StartTech to begin with.
Yeah, sure. So StartTech are a managed IT service provider. We're based in Shrewsbury.
Amazing.
We've been in operation for 25 years.
Oh, wow.
We're about 24 staff now.
Brilliant.
And we look after around 70 or 80 companies throughout the UK, predominantly in the West Midlands.
Okay.
And we're an NCSC assured service provider as well, which is a huge string to our bow.
Amazing. Thank you so much. And I guess kind of to start off with, it'd be really good to understand kind of how long you've been using usecure, and also what drew you to partner with us as well.
Yeah, sure. So we've been using usecure for a number of years now. What drew us to usecure was we wanted obviously to train our end users. They're often the weakest link in the chain.
Absolutely.
So that was huge for us. We evaluated a number of platforms, and we decided to go with usecure because we felt that the training videos were engaging without being too long or too short. People love the Cyberto character. They get to know the people who are sort of in the training videos. And we've also found that the reporting features on particularly the phishing element of the platform is really good, and it's very easy for us to provide return on investment to our clients. It's very demonstratable where we can sort of reduce their risks over time.
Yeah, amazing. No, it's so interesting that you say that because we get so much good feedback on our videos and the animations and Cyberto. So it's really good to hear that you guys are experiencing the same.
Yeah, absolutely.
Amazing, amazing. So Lewis, it'd be really good to hear kind of like a practical example. So it'd be really good if you could tell us an example around phishing simulations or automated training and how it's really worked for you and your kind of clients that you serve.
Sure. So I guess a really good example was we were approached by a client who'd been the victim of a phishing attack.
Okay.
One of their members of staff, their account was breached through a successful phishing attempt.
Oh gosh,
And the attacker managed to obtain their username and their password. What they did with that information was they logged in. They were snooping on their emails, looking at correspondence between themselves internally, the members of staff, but also the people that they dealt with. Sadly, it ended up with the attacker successfully sending out a fake invoice to one of the clients that they work with, and a substantial amount of money was transferred from the client into the wrong people's hands. It was a costly mistake, but one that they were aware they needed to rectify. So we got in and we talked about securing their overall environment. There's a number of layers that we have to go through, and the human risk element of it is a huge part of that. And what they've seen is the engagement with their staff now, their general awareness and their sort of hesitance about, is this email legitimate? Is it not? And they raised quite a few queries with us that they wouldn't have been able to sort of spot or identify before. And we actually got involved with their staff annual staff training day. And presented there about how we've sort of reduced their risk levels. And it was really good to see, because some of their members of staff are really quite competitive about the usecure element of it. So we presented an award for the top performers, the top three. The overall winner got a nice bottle of champagne, and it's keeping that sort of awareness and that being on the ball with it alive. And that's a really, really good thing that we did. And we wouldn't have been able to do without usecure. So
amazing. It's nice to hear the competitive element as well, because it keeps people on top of their training. And like you said, it's about creating that first line of defense.
Definitely.
And employees and human are the first line of defense. So
100%. I mean, we deal with organizations who put a lot of financial investment and time investment into overall security.
yeah,
And if I put myself in a bad actor's shoes,
yeah,
the first element that I would try and go after is the weakest link, which is
Yeah.
the human. If I
Yeah.
really wanted to get in
Yeah.
to someone, it would either be calling them up, socially engineer them, or phishing attempts.
yeah, amazing. Thank you for sharing that. It's really
Yeah, no
insightful.
problem.
Thank you. Okay, amazing. Thank you. Next question that would be really good to hear from you is, from your perspective, what behaviors do you think put employees most at risk?
Sure. So I guess for me, cybersecurity starts primarily in our personal lives.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's really important. We're guilty of using similar password for our Facebook, for our
Yeah.
LinkedIn, for Airbnb, any number of platforms.
Absolutely.
However, we try and sort of create strong, unique passwords for every platform. We are all guilty. So I guess if somebody has been hit in their personal lives, or there's
Yeah.
been a data breach like the LinkedIn data breach a few years ago,
Yeah.
people will purchase those credentials and they will try and identify where does that person work and are they using that same password. So
Yeah.
I guess good personal cyber hygiene
Yeah.
is a huge element of it. And also I would say stopping and taking a moment to think about, is this email that I've just received legitimate,
Yeah.
or this phone call, is it in the same sort of tone of voice that somebody would ordinarily speak to me in?
Yeah.
We've all received emails that propose to be from our boss or our
Yeah,
MD.
yeah.
Can you purchase these gift cards? Can you just
Yeah.
transfer me this money? I've forgotten to do it.
Yeah.
So it's taking that time to stop and reflect, and even picking up the phone to that person and saying, did you just send me this email?
Yeah.
And fostering a culture of where it's okay to do that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And there's no silly answer. We would sooner somebody called and said, is this legit
Yeah.
or not, than fall into a trap that somebody set. So yeah, I would say good personal hygiene.
Yeah.
Stop, take a moment. If something doesn't feel right, it probably isn't.
Yeah.
Those are the two main ones. But what I would encourage organizations to do is invest in a platform like usecure.
Definitely.
Training our users is not only something that we need to do to protect the business,
Yeah.
but it's the right thing to do as well for members of staff. I mean, essentially, a new employee comes in, we're handing them over a laptop, we're probably giving them health and safety training about lifting boxes and
absolutely.
working at heights.
Yeah.
But one of the most dangerous elements that those members of staff have access to is our data and our internal platforms.
Yeah.
So it's doing the right thing by training the users, and it's not a stick to beat people with. It's, you know, if somebody does click on one of our fake emails, our fake phishing attempts, then it's fostering that culture of that's okay.
Yeah.
It happened. It was a test. This is what we should have identified about this, and more importantly, how we can stop it from happening again.
Yeah.
So yeah, those three elements for me.
Amazing. No, I think you're absolutely right. You know, we're kind of wrapped in kind of busy work, and you can easily kind of see an email from perhaps your boss or your MD, and you think, I need to action that quickly. Perhaps not checking all the elements. Is it, you know, from a email address that we recognize? Does the kind of tone of voice sound similar to the way that they would speak? So you're absolutely right. Kind of stopping, pausing, taking a moment, and you know, that could prevent something really dangerous happening. So that moment is essential.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much, Lewis.
No problem at all.
Really appreciate you joining us here today.
Yeah,
I
thanks for
hope
having me.
you enjoy the rest of Pax8 Beyond. It's going to be absolutely incredible. And I'm sure we'll see you around.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you.